Hello, hello. Hashtag Health, Wealth, Life, day 29. And welcome to the live feed. We are live. If you have any questions, please pop them below if you're watching this as a recording, or if you jump online and watch this live. So yesterday, quick recap, we talked about healthy habits and rituals. Sarah, good evening. And we talked about Tash. Saw you earlier on as well, live, or maybe it was recorded, but I saw it as recorded. You may have recorded it live, gone live as you recorded, I should say. Orlando, Happy New Year, mate. How are you? So if you didn't see the video yesterday, it was about checking your state and uplifting your internal vibe. So constantly uplifting your internal vibe, and what that can do for your productivity, what that can do for your state of mind, what that can do for your relationships, and every area of your life it can affect. Mayrose, good evening. And so have a look at that video. Now I just want to go over to another step that's in line with this. So this one is called is your default state. So do you have a default state? All of us do, in fact. You know, you may have what's your default state? Good evening. So what's your default state? Is it are you generally happy? Mali, hello mate, we need to catch up. What's your default state? Is it happiness? Is it joy? Is it excitement? Is it passion? You know, be aware of what state you usually feel, how you usually feel throughout most of your day, and can you easily switch to one way of feeling? You might feel, I know I felt frustrated for periods throughout my past, and I know when I can just slip into that frustration every time. The frustration is we're not in the space, we're currently not in the space where we would like to be. So we're picturing an image that's better than what we currently have in our minds, and that's frustration. So we're here and we want to be there. So I've spent plenty of time there because I'm always wanting to improve. So that's an easy one for me to get stuck in because I'm always wanting to get better and better. So what's your default state? So let's just go over this, and I'll give you a little exercise that you can use to take it up a notch and improve it, and how this can impact your life, because that's what it's all about. Hashtag Health, Wealth, Life. Healthier, wealthier, and happier. So what's your default state? Is it anger? Is it frustration? Is it a negative one? If it's negative, then that's going to have a negative effect and roll on over everything. All your interactions, your productivity, what you manage to achieve day to day, how people see you, all the negative stuff's going to create more negativity. Catherine, keep in contact. Let's all stay close. So if it's negative, you need to, first step is become aware of it. Oh, that's a negative one. I'm frustrated, or I'm angry, or I'm depressed. You know, notice it. Now, if it's positive, because you might be a positive person, you might feel passion, you might feel love, you might feel happiness, you know, whatever they may be. If it's positive, ask yourself this question. Can you take it up a notch? Can you take that up another notch? Can you feel a little bit more passion, a little bit more love, a little bit more happiness? Can you do that? And we'll go through that again in a second. But so notice first, what's your most regular state, your default state? What do you go back to? If something negative happens, do you meet it with, okay, I'm going to make this better? Or do you meet it with aggression and resistance? This has annoyed me, I'm angry. Or do you meet it with happiness and this has frustrated me, but look, I'm going to make the most of this. Let's go for it. This is a better course. There's always another level. So yeah, we can take it up another level, but we don't want to take the negative up another level. We actually want to notice first. So if it's positive, take it up a level. We can increase the feelings, the smells, the taste, the sight, the visions of what we're seeing. I might take them up a level, brighten them up, color them up, boom, get the feeling going. If it's negative, then you stop and you notice it's negative. Now what you want to do is replace that negative thought. You think, what am I doing? It's frustration, it's anger, it's depression, whatever it is. You place it with an antonym, which is the opposite, the positive opposite. Antonym means opposite of whatever the word or state is, but you place it with the positive opposite, because we're talking about negative, right? So for instance, anger becomes pleasure or humor. So if it's frustration, that becomes satisfaction. Yeah, so if it's depression, it becomes cheerfulness, being cheerful. How do you do that? Well, you stop, you think, I need to replace this with the positive opposite. And you remember one time one time in your life where you had that experience. So one time in your life where you felt really satisfied, amazing. You don't have to share the details of it in this, but one time where you felt really satisfied, and think about it for a minute. Think about what you could see, what you could smell, what you could taste, what you could feel, what it felt like, and let that build. Take it up a notch, take it up another notch, brighten the picture, make it more colorful, make the picture bigger in your mind, or whatever it is you're seeing, whatever, if it's the predominant is a feeling, take that feeling up. Can you make it go faster? Can you make it roll a little bit more intensely in your body? So notice if it's positive or negative. If it's negative, stop, replace it with an antonym, so the positive opposite. Focus on the positive opposite for a while and keep doing that. That's the technique. Now, if your default state is positive, fantastic. Just look at taking it up a notch. You're like, oh, I'm treating this situation really well. I'm approaching it in a very positive way, and I'm going to get a more positive result out of this because of the way I'm behaving. Let's take that up a notch. Can we do more of the good stuff that we're doing? So it's about focusing your mind on what you want rather than what we don't want. It's about not having resistance, because we need to resist some things, but it's pointless to be in a negative resistance. We need to have a positive forward movement of whatever it is we're doing. You know, this is, being in the gym is one thing. Having a physical control over your body is absolutely amazing, but it's just one part of the journey, in my opinion. That's why I share these lessons, health, wealth, life lessons every day, because they become a big part of my life. Helping people work out in the gym. It's always never just about the gym. It's always about what's going on in their life outside, in their work and their emotional life. It's always going on, what's going on for them physically, mentally, and emotionally. It's not just the physical side. And the better, the more aligned we get the mental and emotional side, the more the physical can flow where we want it to go. Yeah, so if we can get them all pieced together, which I'm laying it in, I'm giving you lifestyle techniques, I'm giving you exercise tips, I'm giving you nutritional guidance, I'm giving you supplementation guidance and coaching as well. So we'll go through all of those over the course of the year. So tune into every video. If I say anything you like, please share it. You can share it while you're watching it. Just press the share button and let your friends and family get in on this, and let's all create that community where we're all learning something every day. You know, the lesson of the day is, do you have a default state? Is your default state positive or negative? What to do with that default state if it's positive or negative? Positive, take it up. Negative, switch it for the positive opposite. And we keep doing that. It becomes habitual, becomes autonomous. We make it automatic. We don't have to think about it. Perfect. Then we start being in this higher state, this higher frequency, where better energy, more smiles, and we can have a better impact on ourselves and what we're doing in our lives, our jobs, our businesses, whatever we do, and the people around us. So, so the last question is, once you've reached the positive state, whether that is your default state or whether you have to switch into that state, can you take it up a notch? Ask yourself that question. How much pleasure can I handle today? When you wake up tomorrow morning, ask yourself that question. How much pleasure can I handle today? Ask great questions. Your brain will come up with some great answers. Really important. As I'm going through this year, I'm really finding out the quality of the question and the specifics of the question. So the language that you use, the more specific it is, the better the answer you'll get, the more clarity you'll get, and you'll get more of what you want. So if you can define what it is you're asking for, you're more likely to get exactly what you want. So one last tip is to make this even easier. So you have your default state, you know how to change it. You know how to take it up if it's positive, you know how to change it and then take it up if it's going from negative to positive. And the last point is, you add in, to make it even easier, is to add in the lesson from yesterday, the training from yesterday. So it's the 5 steps to constantly uplifting your internal vibe. I suggest you take them on and get a ritual of your own around that. You can take 1 or 2 of them or all of them, add more in, or just do 2 of them or 3 of them, whatever works for you. But try them on, go back to yesterday and watch the video. That was number 28, Health, Wealth, Life 28. And take notes on those. Just put the headings and try and work on them every day. And that will make your default state automatically higher, automatically more positive. It's really important. If you want to be consistent in the gym, some days we'll wake up, can't be bothered to go to the gym. I have it. I've been going to the gym for, what is it now? 20 odd years, 22, maybe 23 years. And some days I still really don't feel like it. Even though I know I feel much better after, even though I know I'll have more energy after, even though I know it's going to be positive, I still feel, I miss it today. I don't fancy it, but just get started. And once I get started, I feel so much better after. But the more I focus on these little techniques that I give you every day, they're not always just about exercise, because I think in a sense that's the easier part. You know, it might sound a little bit of a paradox, but it's the easier part. I think we need to get ourselves there. So Mayra says, generally very calm and optimistic. I usually look at things with wonder like a kid and want to see the good things in everything. The flip side of that is I can shut down if I don't like a situation. Yeah, amazing. Look at life like a kid. That is absolutely fantastic. You know, when we're kids, we have dreams, right? You know, we have dreams. What do you want to be? And they say like, oh, I want to be an astronaut. I want to be an acrobat, you know, or something else not beginning with A. But they want to be something amazing, right? And you think, as an adult, we lose that. We get told no, we fail at so many things, and we give up. But we can't. There's no point in that, because we just end up living a miserable life. We have to keep dreaming. We have to have that vision. I've said that many times, and we will go over that in more videos as we go along. But anyway, default state, how to take it up, switch it with the positive antonym, positive opposite. And take it up a notch. Can you take it up a notch? Ask yourself that question. How much pleasure can I handle today or the rest of today? And that's it. Go back and watch the video from yesterday, because that will help. It's the 5 steps I gave you to constantly uplifting your eternal vibe. And put these 2 together and give them a whirl for the week. Let me know how you get on. Ask me any questions. I will answer. Keep sending me the private messages, and also pop the messages in the box. Sarah and Mayrose, thank you very much. Give me some thumbs up and give me a share. So if I said something that you think that could help someone you know, share it with them directly, or share it on whatever platform you're watching this on, because it goes on YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, and across Facebook on a couple of pages of mine on Facebook as well. So help me out, get the message out. Let's build this community, because the community is people of, you know, lots of Neil, happy days. So let's go build this 100,000 people, like-minded people who want to develop themselves. So this is personal development coaching. So it's on a lifestyle level, on an exercise level, on a nutritional level, and on a supplementation level. All the things, in my opinion, the 4 cornerstones that we need to really build a solid foundation of happiness and optimal health and performance. So I'll give you little breakdowns, little lessons, little reminders that I have every day, and insights that I have every day. So stay tuned. I will be live every day at 6 p.m. On Facebook for the entire year. So please join me, and please share, and pull some more people into this community with you. Bring a friend to the party. And if not, just listen yourself. Get yourself here and let's have a chat. Let's figure this out. If we learn from our own lessons and mistakes, then that's smart, because we're not being stupid by making the same mistakes. If we learn from other people, then that's genius. We can speed up our progress. Let's do that. Let's make that happen. There's no reason why we can't. Okay, that's it for today. Default state, take it up a notch. How much pleasure can you handle? Let me know. Have an amazing evening. Take great care of yourself and everyone around you. And remember, happiness is a skill that you can learn, and this is a better way to bring out your personal best. Let's go get some health, wealth. Let's take the world with us, and I'll see you all tomorrow at 6 p.m. Have a great 24 hours.